because it just is common sense. But at least they are now reacting. Their argument, which I can sort of understand, is that at the height, at the peak of the epidemic in this country, there were so many people infected that a few more coming through Heathrow, they're going to be of no more risk than people are already here. Whereas in the early days, if you're arriving from Italy or Wuhan, then of course you should be quarantined. But if you're arriving from almost anywhere in the world and we're at the peak, then you're only going to have the same risk as anybody who's walking around the street who we're not asking to quarantine.
I think really, Clive, obviously we are in a catastrophic situation right now. I mean, I'm not myself.
Do you think?
I've got holiday books. I'm hoping I'm still going to go on it. I don't know if I will or not.
When is that?
If I do go on holiday, obviously if I was to land in Spain, would I have to go into quarantine for 14 days there instead of going to a hotel?
Yes.
And likewise,
Probably.
if I come back to the UK, would I have to go in quarantine for 14 days? So obviously everything is just a total mess at the moment. It really is, isn't it?
When is your holiday?
Actually, I've got a holiday booked like the last week in August. I'm due to pay for that on the 1st of June. So obviously I just don't know what to do with the best of it.
No, that's a tricky one. I think it would be extremely inconvenient, even in August, for you to be going on holiday to Spain, probably, because as you say, not only will we probably have quarantine applying here when you come back, but you could have quarantine when you arrive somewhere else. So it would wipe out the whole holiday.
I mean, logically, I would like, I've got my holiday book with TUI, I would like them to cancel it and perhaps I would book it for next year, but I just don't know at this stage.
Well, I'm sure they will do that.
They'll say to me, you've got to pay your balance, and then we could get out to August, and then they tell me it's cancelled. I just don't know. There must be a lot of people in my position.
There are, and we've done many an expert hour on dealing with exactly this. There are huge numbers of people who've got exactly that problem. I'm sure you will be able to move it to the next year. Let me just quickly ask you though, John, you said the government have got themselves into a mess. Do you feel that they've handled it wrongly, or is it just any government would find this a mess?
I do feel, Clive, that obviously there has been mistakes made. Like I say, I think we've been too long in sort of trying to shut people are coming into the country. But I think it was a terrible problem that the government have got to sort out. I do try and feel sorry for them.
So tomorrow, Boris Johnson easing the lockdown, are you in favour of that?
Obviously, we had about 500 people die the day before yesterday, another 600 died yesterday. I don't know what the score is today, but I think all the time there have been roughly around 600 people a day die, and it does seem a bit of a nonsensical thing to say we're going to start doing day after tomorrow.
Alright, okay, John, thank you very much. 0345 6060 973. LBC Steve in Derby. Hello, Steve.
You're right.
Yes, what would you like to say?
So, Clive,
Yes.
I leave my brother Roy. I'm 63 now, and my brother's 58. Even this is job we've got converted now because Spurs reports of things like coronavirus hitting us, and that was his first time. We've got 90 walls in the house. We're living in the same house as such. It's now going out to shops.
Yeah.
Still there.
Yes.
We've got like a small mini market road, and it's just like you've got big thick little things up, and you've got all these, the walkway arrows up, and the conversation with you.
Yes.
It's not their fault, I don't think we get it, do they?
Well, something's gone wrong somewhere, because I've heard lots of reports of this in both the big supermarkets, but particularly in you don't want to take a risk though, do you? I think politely you should be saying we're meant to be 2 metres away. Still. we're not. But we do need to.
It's like what's spoken time, sorry.
So you want a tougher lockdown, if anything, then?
Yeah, I want people to take it seriously. I mean, I live about 100 yards from Putney Common. Last night, it was full. But there's about 6-8 young men playing a fantastic game. They set up little markers and they had to get things over that, not like woods or something like that. They're all bang next to each other with a few good bells. So it's a great
Right.
fight.
So do you think they don't care, or is it that the government hasn't got the message across? What's the problem then?
I think the government's got the message across. Younger people, by and large, and I understand that, older ones, they're invincible. Don't think of it that way. They might pass it on, but no one's enforcing it. No one.
No. Well, occasionally you see police enforcing things, and then you get complaints, and then people say they're going over the top, and they shouldn't be doing it.
I think so.
You get about a bit, Malcolm. You sure this is all essential? Please change this part. Let's see what others have to say, Malcolm. Then I could stop you there if we've got the news coming up, but Malcolm is totally unconvinced. I think certainly this weekend it does feel almost like people have possibly misconstrued the instructions, and are much more relaxed. Are you happy about that? 0345 6060 973. This is LBC. I'm Clive Bull. 6:30. The news headlines now with Tim Humphrey.
The government's announced a £2 billion plan to increase the number of people walking and cycling as they return to work when the coronavirus lockdown is lifted. Transport Secretary Grant Shapps says buses and trains will only be able to operate at 1/10 capacity if social distancing measures are to be observed. Police in East London say they're fighting a losing battle as hundreds of people flock to parks in the bank holiday sunshine despite the coronavirus lockdown. Officers in Hackney have posted pictures of people sitting having pizza, picnics, beer and wine. And the Coast Guard's pleading with the public to stay away from the sea, saying people are ignoring the lockdown. It says it had to deal with 97 calls yesterday, the highest number since late March. And the weather, rain and hill snow in northern Scotland, moving south tonight, some showers in southern England, and a low of -2 in Scotland, +12 in the south. LBC.
The coronavirus lockdown has created the perfect environment for scammers, with an increase of 400% in fraudulent activity. Adam French, senior consumer rights expert at Which, joins Nick Ferrari with the latest updates on your consumer rights.
Phone call, someone knocking on your door, anything unexpected, certainly treat that with a degree of caution.
Which are providing free expert consumer advice throughout the COVID-19 crisis. For more information and support on your consumer rights, visit which.co.uk.
We need to tackle coronavirus together. You can help by not travelling this May bank holiday unless it is absolutely essential. With limited staff, TfL is only supporting those people making
is short supply of frontline staff with PPE. That certainly is another angle on the virus circulating along in our
Yeah.
society.
Well, that's been a terrible mess, and it's not just the current government, but previous governments who have failed very badly to prepare, as we now know. But in terms of the lockdown, when it started, when it might finish, do you think they've got that about right?
I think they got it completely wrong. They should have continued right to the end, like other countries. They shut their borders and they didn't open them until they were certain that the virus had gone.
Right, so even though you're saying you're fed up with it and you want your life back, you think the lockdown should carry on until it's gone?
No, I think the lockdown's been a complete waste of time because
What?
every other measurement, like the borders, the PPE, the testing, all these measurements was guaranteed to have this virus circulating along society where
Yeah,
we're
but the
not.
one thing that has worked is the lockdown has flattened the curve as they predicted.
You think so, really?
Yes, I do.
Is that not debatable
Well,
because
how
of
do you-
Sweden or is it the states?
No, how do you think that viruses spread? They spread from one person to another. And the way to stop it spreading is to stop people seeing each other.
So how come it didn't
It's
spread
obvious.
like wildfire in Sweden?
It is pretty bad in Sweden. People keep quoting Sweden as if it's some amazing experience there, but amongst all of the equivalent countries, the Scandinavian countries, they are worse than most of them.
Yeah, but when you're talking about being worse and being not, worse than others.
Well, they are. They've got a higher death rate per
population.
Yeah,
Then
exactly.
there's a marginal difference right across the globe.
Well, no, per head of population, Sweden aren't doing very well compared to their neighbours. And let's be clear as well, they haven't got a free-for-all society in Sweden. They've just got quite a soft lockdown. We've got one in the middle, and Italy's got one that was really serious. So I'm not sure that any of us can learn that much about Sweden. And I guess none of us, you, me, none of us are going to really know whether it's worked until we've got a chance to digest all the facts. But to me, it would seem pretty obvious that the country where people are having less contact, it's going to spread more slowly. I mean, that is just basic science. Jason, thank you very much. David in Nick. Hello, David.
Hello, good evening.
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 What would you like to
I'm
say?
phoning out to tell you I think it's time to end the lockdown.
Okay. Why?
Because I think it's now a bit of a joke, because they want people to stay in the law, but then the government keeps giving false stories out to the papers.
Well, do you think they did? I mean, when
I think
you're
they
talking
did,
about these
because,
headlines about Happy
It was all
Mondays and so
like
on?
the press, the Mail, the Express, all of them went with there's going to be the lockdown ending, and then he done a U-turn because of in Scotland.
Well, I don't think that's. I think what happened was they did brief the press that some easing was happening very, very slowly, and it would be announced on Sunday. And the silly old press got carried away with a load of nonsense headlines. And if you read the actual articles, there was nothing very substantial in the articles. It was just the silly headlines, which of course people see the headlines, they think, "Oh, great, it's all over. Let's go and have a picnic."
What I'm concerned about people's mental health.
Yeah. Well, of course, everybody's concerned about that, but we've also got to be concerned about their physical health and the fact that hundreds of people are dying every day, and we have to get a balance of all of that. What I don't quite get with you, David, is you're saying that the government have mixed messages and haven't done it properly, and then you're saying, well, we might as well end the lockdown. Surely that's an argument for doing the lockdown properly, not just giving up.
But what I'm concerned about is that every few weeks now they're just going to keep adding more food. The way it's going, we'll be still here this time next year.
Well, we may well be. I think what they will be doing, my prediction is that there will be a few easements announced tomorrow, things like garden centres, and a few more a few weeks later, a few more after that, and that is what virtually every country around the world is doing. I mean, you're not seriously suggesting that we just all go back to school, open the pubs, have football matches. You're not seriously suggesting that, are you?
No, I don't think we should go back, but I do think the shops will start opening when the two of them
the shops are already open. It's more a question of whether the public are going to want to go, I suspect. But interesting, David. Thank you very much. It's good to have some callers who are dubious about the effects of the lockdown as well. It's interesting to hear all sides of opinion. We'll take some more calls in a moment. It's 6:46 on LBC.
This is LBC.
I'm Nick Ferrari, and I'm bringing you a daily podcast with insight into everything you need to know about the coronavirus outbreak as it rapidly develops. 1 in 4 are forced to reuse vital protective clothing. This is wholly unacceptable, isn't it?
People need to have the PPE according to the guidelines. The guidelines do say that in some cases PPE can safely be reused, and that's a good thing. Coronavirus UK, an LBC daily podcast with Nick Ferrari.
Listen now on Global Player or wherever you get your podcasts.
At Barnes Rofe Accountants, we know that future business planning for our clients is essential through these unprecedented times. But with the right strategic advice and support, we can guide you on the steps you can take to ensure your business is ready to get back on its feet post-COVID-19. To arrange a free consultation with one of our partners to review your business and get it future ready, please visit barnesrofe.com.
And now follows an important announcement from HealthSpan. Not all supplements are created equal. Well, no, they're not. You see, we think it's important to take care of your health every day. Our multivitamins contain just the right levels of vitamin C and D to help support your immune system and are specially tailored for different life stages. And we deliver them direct to your door, because that's the HealthSpan way. Well, there you go. That didn't take long, did it? We're HealthSpan. That's healthspan.co.uk. Vitamins and supplements direct to your door.
Your company's doing pretty well. Your tax position's okay. So what's keeping you awake at night?
To face the future with confidence, talk to Vision Consulting. We've expanded from Gants Hill to the Gherkin, with clients from the fishmonger to the multi-million-pound property investment company.